Hi and welcome. I'm NancyJo Co. This is a 15-minute inversion practice that will leave you feeling amazing. Few things we need before we get started: a non-slip mat, some sort of inversion device. I'm using the Feet Up trainer. You can use any one you have. Some comfy clothes, and you also need permission from your healthcare provider. Really important, as inversions are very strengthening for your cardiovascular system, but they could pose problems if you have any underlying health issues. So please make sure that you proceed with caution, take care of yourself. If it ever hurts, it's not yoga. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna stand up, and at the end of our practice today, we'll be doing a little bit of pranayama, okay? But we're gonna begin with just getting good at getting into the inversion chair. So the way that I like to practice it is grabbing onto both sides. I start with my right foot behind the chair, but you can certainly use your left if that would be more comfortable. You're going to lower down your shoulders down, and I like to make a little bit of a hop, a little bit of a few times, just to get that momentum and be able to come up nice and gently. You want to just do this very gently and very carefully. Once the legs are up, we're going to start by just shaking them. We're going to just shake the legs out, just moving some energy, and you hear my voice. So just, if you think about how the energy moves all day, we're always standing, we're walking, we're on our feet. So inversions are just such a nice treat to move the energy in the opposite direction. So keep going, keep shaking, a few more moments. And then go ahead and bring that to the stop. And once you do, I want you to take and keep your legs together, pointing through the toes as though you have one big leg instead of two separate ones. Okay? So just feel that strength and that power. And what we're going to do now is we're going to slice the legs open as though we're doing a split. And I want you to be able to see your right toes. Okay? So if you see your left one, just switch your leg. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to slowly lower down, landing the right foot. The left foot is going to land behind you. Depending on the length of your legs, maybe a foot or two, okay? And then we're going to take and sweep the arms up by the ears. The right knee is floating over the midline of the right toes. We're coming into Vera Badrasana 1 pose. The hips are squared with the front of the mat. Shoulders are down the back body. Heart is open. And I really want you to give a moment to pay attention to that back foot. Really anchor down through the baby toe side of that back foot. Not changing anything in your legs, go ahead and extend your right arm in front of you, your left arm behind you. And gaze past those right fingertips, lengthening out long. Then spinning the right palm to the sky, sweep the right arm up towards the face, left fingertips landing on your back leg. And just feel that beautiful stretch all the way up through the side body. Now bringing the right arm down and around, land your right elbow on your right knee and take the left arm up to the sky and then up and over by the ear, rotating the left side of your rib cage towards the sky, following that with your gaze. And then spinning your left palm to the sky, sweep the leg up and over, taking the right arm in front of you, the left hand on your hip. The right knee is straight, and you're kind of pulling the muscles of your right thigh up into your groin. So feel that power and that energy in the right leg as you extend out beyond the right toes. Just reach and reach and reach and reach until you can reach your hand down to your ankle, your shin maybe. You could also use a yoga block here if you have one handy. Rolling the left shoulder back, take the left arm up to the sky. Taking your gaze up to that left thumb and just celebrate. This, to me, Trikonasana, triangle pose here, is a pose of celebration. So maybe there's something that you can connect this to. What's good happening? What can you celebrate? Maybe just the fact that you're practicing today. Now let's take our gaze back towards our bench. We're going to bend into that right knee, and we're going to get the left hand onto the bench, followed by the right. Step the left foot in a little closer, lower down, and back up we go. Once we're here, we're going to do some abs. So we're going to take an inhale where we are. On the exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, and stay in control. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. 3 more. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Now pausing here just to find your balance again. Nice strong core. Slice the legs apart so you can see your left toes. Slowly lower down. Land that left foot. The right foot lands after. And we raise our arms alongside the ears. Warrior 1. Vera Badrasana 1. Left knee over the midline of the left toes. Strong, powerful legs. You're kind of bringing your right hip back a little more. Your left hip a little more forward, facing the front of the mat. Strong legs as you lower the left arm in front of you, the right arm behind you. The left palm now is going to spin towards the sky. Inhale, warrior 3, or sometimes called dancing warrior. Bringing the left elbow all the way to the left knee or thigh. The right arm starts going vertical, but then we're going to bring it around by the ear, and we're going to let us sink into the yumminess of this Parsvottanasana a little more. Rolling the right rib cage back. Maybe the gaze looks up. Breathe. Then sweeping that right arm up and over, straightening into the left leg, pulling the thigh up towards the groin, strong leg, left arm in front, right hand on the hip as we extend out past the toes. Reaching down, landing the left hand, rolling the right shoulder back, and again, it's party time. Time to celebrate. Moving through this beautiful practice today. Deep breaths. Now with awareness, bring your right hand around, bending into the left knee so that the hands can come onto the bench. Slowly lowering your shoulders down and legs gently go up again. From here, we're going to practice a little inverted Badrasana, a little eagle pose. So we're going to cross the right leg in front of the left leg, and if you can wrap the toes around, if you can, it's not a big deal. Okay, so just do your best there. Take an inhale straight back, and on the exhale, bring your knees towards your chest and round into the back. Inhale, straighten the back again. We'll do 3 each side. Exhale, and just feel all the work to keep this steady. Inhale, straighten into the back. Last one on this side, coil in. Take the back straight again, unlace the legs, pausing here, and then bringing the left leg in front, wrapping those left toes maybe all the way around if you can again, don't worry about it. Inhale here, exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, exhale. Last one, make it a good one. Inhale, exhale. Keep control. Straighten back into the back. Unlace the legs and open the legs this time. Keep the legs a little wider. Bend the knees, flex your feet, and gently bring your feet down on each side of your bench. Dropping your hips low, walk your hands to the front of your bench, gazing forward. Imagining that your heart and your chest is going to drop between the thighs. Get as close to that as you can. Gaze is forward. If you want extra spice here, bring your arms out in front of you. Palms facing and reaching forward. That's going to get things spicy really, really fast. Breathe. And then the hands are going to come back onto the bench. We're going to straighten into the legs, nice and gentle here, because that's a doozy. And then step your feet back. So I'm going to move my bench a little more forward so that I can mostly stay on my mat. And we're going to come into a downward dog. Hands are on the bench. Your feet are about hip distance apart here. And what I like to do with downward dog is I like my first one to be a little messy, meaning pedaling the feet, rocking a little side to side, kind of playing with it, letting my head kind of move around in a way that feels nice. So a little messiness to the downward dog when we start. But then from here, what we're going to do is get a little more serious about it. We're going to bend the knees. And we're going to lengthen through the hips. So we're going to really lift those hips high and feeling that extension in the spine. To maintain that extension, then we're going to take and slowly lower the heels down. Now on this next breath, we're going to do a Vinyasa Flow. The next breath is going to come up through the feet, rise up through the legs, past the hips, through the chest and the heart, and we're going to take it into an upward dog. On the exhale, hips back to the sky. Marry the breath with the movement and just feel it's like a wave. We're going to do 2 more. So feel that wave pulsing up through you, blessing and balancing everything in its path. On the exhale, hips come back. Last one, feel that wave. Move up through, moving with the breath, coming up through all the chakras. Rolling onto the tops of the feet at the very end, lifting up and out of the waist. And taking your time, coming back to the downward dog. From here, let's step the feet in towards the bench, hip distance apart. Let's let go of the bench and bring the elbows into the palms of the hands. Again, a little bit of messiness here. Just kind of swaying side to side, bending one knee at a time, stretching those hamstrings. And then we're going to let go of the elbows as we take and trace the fingers up the front of the legs until you come into a flat back. Take your gaze forward. And then on your exhale, fold again. Do this one more time. Inhale, trace your fingers up the front of the legs till you're at a flat back. Now from here, we're going to hinge at the hips. I'm going to turn, but you don't have to. I just want you guys to see. So you're going to come all the way up. Let your thumbs hook with each other. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, let's arc over to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Very complementary to the digestive system, this pose. Inhale back through center, letting the muscles of the legs hug the bones as you exhale and arc back. Now, if you have injuries to your neck, please keep your chin towards your chest. If your neck is good, you can drop your head back and really let the space around the Vishuddha, the throat chakra, open. Sometimes this space gets a little jumbled. We don't have the right words to say sometimes. We don't know how to use our voice or to speak with compassion and love. So a pose like this can help sometimes. Breathe. And on the exhale, letting the hands trace down the middle of your body, back to the space in front of your heart. If you have the time, we're going to finish our practice with a little pranayama. So let's take and sit on the edge of the bench, or you may sit on the floor if you'd prefer. We're going to practice Nadi Shodhana, and it's a very simple very safe pranayama technique. I'm going to walk you through it. Don't overly complicate it. Just keep it really chill and very easy. So sitting comfortably with your spine nice and straight, you're going to bring up your dominant hand, whether it's your left or your right. Mine is my right. And I'm going to bring in my pointer finger and middle finger here so that we have Vishnu mudra. Vishnu mudra is a mudra of protection. Mudras are just yoga with your hands. I'm going to take our hand to our face, and we're going to close our eyes, close off your right nostril with either your thumb or your finger. With your lips together, inhale in and up through your left nostril. Closing off, switching over, and exhale down and out your right nostril. Inhale right. Close off, move over, exhale left. Inhale left. Move over, open, exhale right. Inhale right. Move over, exhale left. Now just keep going side to side. You're doing great. Keep it really chill and easy. And as you're doing it, imagine that little space between your eyebrows as being a bridge. And the breath keeps traveling across that bridge as it goes side to side. And if you pay really close attention, you can feel a little massage there. This is our pineal gland. The third eye. The sixth chakra. And maybe through practicing this, what can happen is we come into a little bit more of a connection to our own wisdom, to clear seeing, to knowing and trusting ourselves, to trusting our lives and the journey that we're on. The next time you exhale down your left side, let that be your final round. Let your hand gently float to your lap while keeping your eyes closed for just another moment. As you observe that space, that clarity, that field of awareness. And there's a beautiful poem by Rumi where he says something along the lines of, out there beyond doing and non-doing is a field. I'll meet you there. And I love that idea. After a little Nadi Shodhana practice, which takes and balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and it just kind of opens this beautiful space. That's a paradox. It's full and it's empty all at the same time. It's got everything and nothing. Let's bring our hands in front of our heart. Thank you for joining me in your practice today. Wishing you blessing after blessing. Namaste.